Spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind.
Hello y'all, so I'm on my way to work right now. So how y'all been? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, y'all, today I'm gonna be doing a vlog, just like a day in the life. You know, I'm probably gonna go to, well, I can't actually because it is the Sabbath, so I'm not gonna be able to buy anything, but I'm gonna try to go to a park today and have Bible study with you guys, go over a couple scriptures, give some advice and stuff like that. Like I said, right now I'm on the way to work. If you guys don't know, I am a daycare worker, I am a preschool teacher, so I work with kids, and I can't record in there, although I would love to. You know how bomb this vlog would be if I could do that, but I can't vlog with the kids and stuff like that. I may vlog whenever I clean or clothes or whatever, the daycare and stuff, but I can't basically record the kids or anything like that. It's against the guidelines, so yeah. But whenever I probably most likely get off or whenever I close, I will get back with you guys. But before I go in, I actually want to give some advice. I'm going to be doing this kind of in between my videos from here and there if I do have a revelation or something. But one thing I want to say is be unselfish. Stop thinking of yourself so much and think about serving others. Because when you think about yourself too much, you start thinking about your circumstances. You start thinking about things that's not going right in your life. It's actually being very self-centered. So stop thinking so much about yourself and think about serving others. That's one of my tips. Think about serving others. If you have a problem, pray about it. Like, God, listen, I want to be more unselfish. I want to be able to help my brothers and sisters, because you may be thinking that you just got so many problems, but you don't know how much people have problems around here on earth. So it's important to be there for our brothers and sisters, because you may think that your problems is skyrocketing, but you have people out here that you may be close to that don't even want to be alive. They look just fine. I done been around people like that look like they were just fine and they did not want to be alive. And even now when it comes down to it, I want to kind of give a story. I'm not going to say this this young guy's gentleman name, but he used to watch my story really fast all the time. I'm like, why is this boy always the first one watching my story? But to turn out, I used to post a lot of advice stuff and scriptures and stuff like that, because I love to motivate people. I love to inspire people. That's something that I always love to do, right? So I would be like, why is this boy always constantly watching my stuff? You know? To come to find out, maybe a week later, he committed suicide. And when I think about it, I feel bad. I don't even want to cry, but I feel bad because I wish he would have texted me and said something, because I could have been the person to make him think twice about what he was going to do, because he was clearly inspired by me, because he was always the first one to watch my story, and you know, and I wish he would have said something instead of me being rude. That's why you don't be rude to people, because you don't never know what they have going on. Me he watching my story too fast. But to turn out, he was just seeking guidance. He was just seeking help. And I was being selfish and rude, not really realizing what this boy was going through. So sometimes you got to take that veil off of yourself and stop being so selfish and having an attitude, because that's not even the spirit we're supposed to have. So look at it I don't know what this person is going through, but I'm going to be that light to them. You don't ever want to do that, because I really wish that young gentleman would have said something to me and I could have helped for today is to be unselfish. Think about, go mow your grandma's yard, or go call someone up and see how they're doing. Go ask your brother or sister, do they need anything? Do you need a few dollars? Is there something you want to talk about? Do you need some advice? Do you need to go clothes shopping? Do I need to, can I watch your kids for you? You just don't know that little thing that you can do for somebody that could help them in some type of shape, form, or way. So you just want to make sure that you do that for someone, because like I said, you don't ever know what somebody is going through, and you being rude and being selfish and not thinking about others or lending a hand is just like destruction. And we're supposed to be we're not supposed to be self-seeking and selfish. We have to die to this. I know it's so hard, y'all, but you have to die to your flesh, because your flesh, it just got too many things going on. It's a blockage. And if you keep on thinking about me, you're not gonna make it out in this life. You're just really not. It's about serving others. It's about the purpose that God has for you. It's not about you. It's not. Even though you're you. And I feel like the reason why I feel like it's so hard, because I prayed about it. I'm like, God, you want me to completely die to myself. But I feel like it's so hard. But I realized, why is it so hard? And I heard in my prayer, it's because you've been conditioned to think like this in this world. This world conditions you to think about me, satisfy my flesh, do what's best for me, do what makes me happy, do what brings me joy. The pride of life, the pleasures of life, the desires of life. That's all you think about. Because why? Because we're conditioned to think about what I want. Not realizing that's why we're not supposed to be manifesting. We're not supposed to be saying, oh, well, I'm going to write this 100 times. It's nothing wrong with decreeing things over your life. But when you just think you can just have anything you want under the Son of God, we're under the sun. And you think we can do whatever we want. And even if you do use your power in the wrong way that God has given you, it's not going to turn out the way that you want to. Let's say, for instance, you manifest a house. And now you're in this house and everything is going wrong with the utilities. Your water not working. Now you're getting evicted because you can't afford it. And you thought, oh, let me manifest this and that. Because when you do everything outside of God's will, it's going to go wrong, because you think that this is in my favor. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to manifest that because I can do it. Now you got everything going wrong, because God says what? Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans for you, saith the Lord. He knows the plans for you. To prosper you, to give you hope. Because what? God's thoughts is higher than our thoughts. His ways is higher than our ways. We think fleshly. We think under the sun. We think here on earth. We don't think how God thinks. So even if we think we need that apartment right now, we might not need that apartment. God says, no, I want to give you the apartment at a time that I feel like you need it. Say be it, I got this car, y'all, which I'm going to show y'all later in this video, my car, because I finally got a car. But with patience and endurance, I finally got the car. I'm happy that I got it at the time that I got it, because that's something I'm going to go to later. But God knew I didn't need that car at this time. It's been times where I tried to hurry up and get a car so fast that even it'd be the most broken down cars ever, and I would want to get it because I just want a car. I just want to be moving around. I want to get out the house, But if I would have got the car at the time that I wanted a car, I feel like I really wouldn't have, it would never went the way that I thought it was going to go. So I'm grateful that I got the car at the time that I needed the car. You know what I'm saying? Even just when it comes down to it, God will set favor on certain people. Even when you're in certain areas, He will set a certain spirit in people to approve you in certain things, even though you're not approved for something. So being patient in things and knowing that it is not by your will, but it is by God's will. You need to literally take yourself off a pedestal and focus on God. Because you're going to live this life living off, I got this, I got that, I got this on my own. I did this on my own. I did that on my own. Not realizing that it is not by your own. It's by God's willing. Yes, I did work for this car. But if I didn't have my fingers, I couldn't speak, I couldn't walk, I couldn't, whatever, how God designed me in his likeliness to be able to work for these kids, to take care of these kids at this job. It's not in my own. If God didn't create me, I wouldn't have this car, right? So it is not on your own. You gotta take yourself off the pedestal. God created people and they created things because of our intelligence with things. So do not think everything is about you. Take the focus off you and focus on serving others. Focus on helping others. Put God on your pedestal. Put others above you. Because I know that people tell you also you need to put yourself first. No, you don't. God does not say that in the Bible. If I find that verse, I'm going to put that in here as well. It's not about you. Yes, you're supposed to love yourself and fill your cup up. But you're not supposed to be putting you all the way up here. But yeah, y'all, it's about to be 12 o'clock and I gotta go in. So I will see you guys later. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain by the Lord's goodness so we can do this Bible study because I'm really finna be going in. But yeah, I'll see you guys later whenever I get out of work or I'm cleaning up. And when it comes to you being persecuted by people or talked down by people or that person, it may not even be necessarily that you hate that person. The person could hate you. And then now you feel kind of like hate towards that person because you're like, well, they don't like me, so I don't like them either. So we're going to go in chapter... I'm going to be quiet. Okay, the Lord testing me right now, but it's okay. Okay, so 1 Peter 4:6, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, so that he may exalt you at proper time, casting all your cares because he cares about you. Okay, I'm going to get into that one next. But basically, it says, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, and he may exalt you in proper time. So the fact that you are sitting and you are allowing people to say what they say or whatever, he's going to exalt you in a proper time. He's going to put you forth in the front of your enemies. Those people that talk down on you. Those people that hated you, that just don't like you for no reason. That may not like your light. Just humble yourself. So a person can be in your face like, girl, you fat, you're ugly. I don't know, you need your hair done, you got a broke down car, I don't know, it's just, I'm using examples, I don't even know, honestly. But why this person is saying this all in your face, whether it's the text, whatever it is, whether it's just people not liking you, period, humble yourself. No matter what's going on around, humble yourself, because God is going to exalt you. And also, don't feel weary or down or depressed or whatever it is, because whatever your circumstance may be, because you got to cast your cares upon the Lord and he will take care of that. He will give you rest. He will give you peace in the midst of that. And as well, it's so funny because now that I think about it, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm not talking about this lady. She's a pretty girl, whatever, she's enjoying her life. But I just don't understand why she's twisting the swing and then swinging so back and forth so freaking loudly. But I'm gonna ignore it because, like, sometimes you get tested, and that's why I'm finna go in this verse and I'm gonna use this example. Sometimes you get tested. I could be easily annoyed and be like, dang, like, she making so much noise, and I can see she clearly knows that I'm recording. You could just sweep back and forth on a swing quietly. You don't gotta twist the chains. Like, what are you doing? But instead of me getting annoyed, I'm gonna give it to the Lord and continue to do what I have to do. And sometimes that's what you have to do. So I'm gonna get into this verse. We're in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. It says, "Be serious, be alert. Your adversary the devil is prowling around like a lion, looking for anyone he can devour. Resist him and be firm in faith, knowing the same sufferings that you are experienced by your fellow believers throughout the world." So basically the enemy is seeking in so many places to find who he can in the most vulnerable moment. So you have to be vigilant and look and think to myself, like, this may be a test, like, and you got to sit back, because you got to understand also, when you say you're going to stop doing something, sometimes you get tested. That's how it is. You can't just say you're not going to do anything at all and thinking that you're not going to get tested, period. You're going to get tested. And this life is going to be tested. Everything can't go perfectly on for you. And I remember I actually posted on my story, and I was saying how if things were to always go good in your life, how would you know what to do in perilous times? Like, how would you know what to do when things go wrong? You wouldn't know, because everything's been going good. Things can't always go good. If that was the case, Christ would have had it all for himself when he was down here on earth. Everything could have went smoothly, plain as day. But that's what I mean. You're gonna get tested sometimes, but you gotta continue to endure and have faith in those trial and errors. Sometimes you just gotta let it go and give it to the Most High, because there's gonna be tests. So like I said right here in this verse, it says, "Be serious and be alert. Your adversary the devil prowls around like a roaring lion. He's seeking somebody to devour." Just imagine if you were in hell and you had no chance with God. And I was actually having this conversation with a brother, and we was talking about it. It's like, he was like, well, if you had like no chance with God or whatever, I'm not gonna get into full details of what I really mean, but I'm gonna just kind of bicker around the bush. And he was like, you just had no chance to get into the kingdom and just certain things, whatever. And he was like, honestly, I would just deceive people. I would just tell them, I would just lie. I would just make them fall. And it's the truth, because it's like the devil, I wouldn't personally do it. I still wouldn't do it. I feel like if I had no chance with God, I feel like I would still try my best to still follow God. Like, I don't know. I just can't. I tried multiple times going back into the world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do fall. But it's not for me personally. It doesn't fit me, and like I feel the presence of the Most High so strongly on me, and I just know that that's just not something that I want to do. It's not for me to live in this world. I'm sorry, but yeah. So you gotta think about it. The enemy is not gonna be nice, needy with you, and allow all the good things to happen to you, because why, he's in hell. So of course he's gonna want you to come down with him. He don't want you to seek no rest. So you got to be vigilant and ask yourself before you react, before you say something back to this person rudely or hate this person. Think about what kind of attack is it?